the screen says I'm live, so I must still be alive. It's Susie Q96, and yeah, I'm still alive. I'm not going to come on camera because I look like I'm not alive. But we'll see if anybody comes in. I just popped on. No rhyme or reason to what I'm doing here except to let everybody know what's happening. So, well, there's 4 people. I don't know who they are, but they're here. See if I remember how to do Nightbot. Been a while. As many of you know, I have been quite sick, but things are improving finally. I am on mass quantities of medications, which, oh, Big Flip! Hey, Jazzy! I am doing better. I got a way to go here. I'm on a lot of new meds. Some of them make me a little goofy, but no more so than you. I'm on a, oops, trying to do 2 things at once here. I have trouble with this one. I'm not messy. 2 things at once here. Oh, shut up, YouTube. There we go. Patrick Johnson's in the house. That's good. I'm kind of trying to let everybody know what's going on. I have 3 totally different health issues that are all deciding they want to do a dance at the same time. And this is why I've been really sick. I can finally almost hear again. I had a very severe sinus infection, and it was starting to affect my hearing and my eyesight, which is one of the reasons I had to stop my live streams, because I could not read what was going on the screen. Hey, TR. Great to see you. Yeah, I could not even focus my eyes enough to like look up and say, hey, TR's here or Big Flip's here. It was like all the stuff was jumbling together. So I have 4 doctor's appointments next week. Yeah, things getting real crazy. So anyway, I wanted to give everybody a little update. I can't get my Nightbot to work. Hey, there's Jack Gallman. How are you? My neighbor to the south. So that's another reason. The thing with my eyesight is one of the reasons you haven't seen me in different, in your live streams and that sort of thing. It's just so hard for me to read. It was hard to participate. There's Muscle Shell. Hi, honey. So anyway, I just wanted to update everybody real quick. Right after I got sick, I did get a package in the mail from Turkey containing all kinds of neat stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. Anyway, I got a package full of some neat things from the fine folks over at Simplex, who make my metal detector. I got some hats and some patches and a pinpointer holster to give away, and the only thing I am keeping is my beautiful Simplex is Simply the Best hoodie, which I'm going to be wearing the next time I get to go metal detecting. Now, I will tell you, I felt pretty good one day last week, so I went detecting, only at my niece's house for like maybe 30 minutes because I was just absolutely dying to try out the second of the two new coils that I got. Forest Raven, hi. Mikey, hi. So you guys are going to get a sneak preview. I found something kind of cool. I always expect to find money at her house because it's a 105-year-old house on an old street in town, but I never find money. But this is the second token that I have found. Let's see if I can do this. This is, let's see if I can, I don't know if I can get the whole thing, but it's from the Order of the Mystic Magnolias, which is a group from Fairhope, Alabama, from their annual Mardi Gras celebration. Now, what makes theirs so interesting is Mardi Gras crews are generally all made up of men and have women auxiliaries. This one is an all-women's Mardi Gras crew, the Order of the Mystic Magnolias. So I was so tickled to find this. It was the last thing I found, and it will be in a video. I'm finally able to sit at the computer. I'm hoping that next week I'll be able to start picking my streams and stuff back up now that my eyesight is starting to focus. But I just thought this was a really cool thing to dig because I live in Virginia, and you gotta wonder how this token traveled from Fairhope, Alabama to a front yard in Galax, Virginia. The token is from 1995. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. This is the second token that I have found in her yard. And I will tell you, one of them was kind of picking on me a little bit because my niece's family is a multicultural family. And this is the second token I have found at their house. And one of them called me the token white girl. And that's okay. You know, they're my family. They're allowed. Because, and it's not because, yeah, this is a cool token. I'd never seen this before either. And the fact that it comes from an all women's group, really, I just thought that was cool. So that will be in one of my videos. I'm going to try and start making some videos again. And like I said, I got a box full of goodies to give away for the detecting folks, from the fine folks who make my metal detector. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm gonna have to, when I first come back doing the car wash quarters and stuff, I'm gonna really try and limit my streams to an hour because of the thing with my eyes. And as that improves, I will, expand it again. Right now, I found a whole container of nickels. I didn't realize what they are until I pulled it out. But they're all 2004s and 2005s. And Louisiana Purchase coins and Buffaloes. Let's see, I've not been online really for weeks, so I don't get any mail now. Nobody's sending me anything except bill collectors. I'm getting a lot of stuff from medical places, but yeah, I'd be tickled if I got a coin in the mail. What you guys don't realize is most of the stuff I give away are things that either I purchased or I won. And I got to tell you, I still have 4 packages to mail. And here's the deal. I went to the post office. Now, I weighed these out just like I weighed out every other package that has ever gone out of here. I am meticulous on double checking the weight and even adding a little bit to make certain that I have the correct weight. Well, there's this one guy at my post office, and he is a real SOB. He has destroyed my mail. He's just really a jerk, and I've gotten him in trouble a couple I hope some of you are still left. I just grabbed my phone. As you can see on the screen, that's my computer. The internet is out. So I've lost all control. But we'll do it this way. I have data till the internet comes back up. We're having a lot of bad weather here, so that's good. I don't know if anybody's still here. It says 6 people are. Michigan Mud Digger, hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna keep trying to get back on with the internet, but it appears that our internet has gone down. So, yep, way too much fun I was having, I guess. I wasn't supposed to be up and doing this stuff, so. Oh, well. Anyway, I was going to tell you, I was at the post office and I did all my packages the way I always do. And the butthole down there that always messes up my mail and is just generally a jerk. And he was the only one working in the window. And he told me every one of my packages had the wrong postage on them. So that was last Thursday when I had to go to the doctor. It was the only reason I went out. And so I brought them all back to the house, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And I weighed them all today, and they all have the right postage on them. Every one of them is correct according to 2 scales and the calculations at Pirate Ship. So I don't know what this guy's problem is. And I'm sorry y'all didn't get your packages yet, but I'm going to go back down there and I'm going to talk to the supervisor, because I know he is not the supervisor. And I'm going to take both my scales down there and my laptop, and I'm going to get the supervisor to sit right there with me, and they can explain to me why this guy's getting away with messing with my mail. I'm trying to send this stuff out to y'all, and I'm not happy because I can't seem to get things out of here. This time it's not a matter of money, it's a matter of idiots. I just don't know. And I did get some other things in the mail right after I did my last show. I got some stickers from Liz, Digging Canuck. And I don't know, some of you may have seen the show where I got real excited because I got a package from Robert Ferguson. And I was talking about how excited I was to get it, and he was actually in my stream. Well, yeah, I can pay the postage at the counter, but I don't owe the postage. That's the problem, Michigan. He was trying to make me pay more than I'm supposed to have to pay. He, like I said, I weighed it. I printed the labels. I did everything. I have never, ever had an issue where anybody's package had the wrong postage on it, but I always have the lady weigh them just in case. Now, the lady wasn't there that day. This guy who usually is in the back sorting the mail, he got in trouble about 3 months ago. I had a photograph mailed to me, a rare photograph of the band I work for, and it was in a cardboard container. It was not in a paper envelope. It's in a cardboard container. And he folded it in half. And I was infuriated because that photograph's worth about $150. So I reported him, and You know, even though they said, well, the person should have insured it. So that's not the point. The guy should not be destroying people's mail. So then last week, I got something else in the mail for the band, and this was hilarious. I got to admit, this was pretty darn funny. I got a poster from an artist in Detroit. There's a poster for a concert that the band I work with had played back many, many years ago. And it was in a mailing tube. So, of course, this guy puts the mailing tube in my teeny tiny P.O. box. Well, it went in the back. From the back side, it goes right in there. But you open the door's in the way, the tube will not come out of the P.O. box. Instead of putting it in a locker, he shoves it in the box. So I couldn't get it out. So guess what I did? I pulled the end cap off the mailing tube, took the poster out, and then I shoved the mailing tube back so it was laying on the floor in there with the lid open, back in the back room. Because I went to pick it up on a Saturday. There wasn't anybody there to resolve the issue, so I couldn't get it out. So I took my poster out, shoved the tube back through. On my way to the doctor, I figured, okay, they'll put it, if I do that, they'll stick it in a locker. No, it's back in my box again. Of course, it's too stupid to realize that the merchandise is gone out of it, but it's completely out of the tube. And I got the supervisor and I asked her to please come out and come to my post office box with me so that she could see what I was complaining about. I said, look, I need you to come out here and explain to me why this is like this. And she comes out and, I opened the door and she goes, oh, well, it's a mailing tube. I said, yeah, get it out of there. And she starts pulling on it and pulling, and she can't get the tube out of the box. And I just looked at her and I said, see the problem? And she's like, yes, ma'am. And and I said, do you see another problem? And she says, no. And I said, there's nothing in the tube. And she's like, well, I don't know how that could have happened. I said, well, I do. I said, I pulled it out of there myself and pushed the empty tube back through to see if guy would be smart enough to put it in a locker, or if he was going to do something else to mash this one like he did the last one. So at least that one, so this guy has gotten in trouble by me a couple of times. It really did not surprise me that he pulled this deal with the postage on the packages. So, like I said, I brought them home. I weighed them. I checked them, against the shipping, because Pirate Ship calculates that for you. You put the address in, you put the size of the envelope, you put the weight of the envelope, and Pirate Ship automatically calculates how much postage goes on there. But he was just determined that I wasn't going to get that stuff mailed. And since I was on my way to the doctor, I didn't have time to stand there and argue with him. I just brought it all home. So, nope, still no internet. I don't know why. Could be because our weather is really bad right now. It's terrible. But anyway, so I'm doing this on the phone. Well, the thing is, Michigan, I live out in the country. Let's say, for your benefit, for me to go to another post office, it would be like driving from Bay City to Saginaw to go to another post office. I am up in the mountains in a little dinky ass
pardon me, dinky butt town. Uh, so there's really not a whole lot of options. Um, and when you do the labels like that, you're calculating the postage from that location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call down there, and I have the supervisor's name, I have her number. I'm going to call down there and set up a time when I can take all the stuff down there and show her what he did. I would have tried to stay there and argue it that day, but I had a doctor's appointment in a half an hour. So I figured my health was more important than his death. Uh, Lucky James Eller, hi, how you doing? Yeah, this will be the longest I've been on for a while. Hey, Richard Sappington, glad to see everybody. Yeah, I really miss doing my streams. Did I see Mike the Greek? I sure did. Hey, I'm doing this on my phone and see everybody, but yeah, I got a little ways into it, and my internet went out. So anyway, that's the status of the packages. Um, I gave you the status of what was in the box from that came all the way from Turkey, from Nook to Mac Crew. Like I said, the only item that I'm going to keep is the hoodie, and that's because Dilek especially asked me what size I wore, so I know she picked that out for me. Uh, I am going to, let me see if I can find it here. I am going to test this product and try not to get it too dirty. Uh, but then I'm going to probably give it away unless I just absolutely fall in love with it. Um, what it is, this is a uh, holster for your pinpointer. And if you have a finds bag or a knapsack or a something with a belt, you put your belt through these loops, and then this has a strap that goes around your thigh, and so it holds your pinpointer, and it looks really cool. And I have hit myself in the face twice now with my pinpointer because I have it on a lanyard, and I forget that it's on the lanyard, and it'll pop and fly up and hit me in the face. Oh, Scratch, you go crazy. You're in the funny farm, my dear. I'm telling everybody I'm on drugs, but they're all legally prescribed drugs, so I can't help it. This is the best I have felt in probably 3-4 weeks. Those of you guys who are regulars on my channel saw me struggling to do my shows each week. I was just getting sicker and sicker. And finally, I just had to say, I can't do it. I spent 2 weeks, other than going to the doctors, I was in bed. My eyes would not let me focus on live streams. I couldn't read, who was typing and what they were saying. And yesterday, I my buddy Robert Ferguson has just started doing live streams, and I happened to catch him doing one. I caught him doing his first one, and then I caught him doing one yesterday. And thanks, Scratch. I needed that. So I went in to see if I could follow what was going on in his stream yesterday because I was feeling a little bit better, and I could actually follow it again. So I'm trying to build my eyes back up, but they did finally put me on some thyroid medication, but that was only one of the problems. I have additionally, I have an extreme sinus infection, which y'all might remember. They've been treating that thing since I lived down in Georgia. And so I'm at the ear, nose, and throat specialist, and she gave me some different medications. And I have to go back there Thursday for a CT scan, although I don't know why I need a CAT scan. M3 gives me one daily right before he bites me. But anyway, I gotta do that. Uh, and I've got to go to the gastroenterologist, and I've just got like I've got a doctor's appointment the 17th, the 22nd, the 23rd, and 2 on the 25th. So what that did was, that is the time period I was supposed to go to Virginia Beach and try to do some beach detecting with the gig master, which reminds me, I got to get a hold of Steve, tell him I'm not coming over there. And the weather's not going to be that great anyway, but I had the car reserved from when I thought I was going to Florida. So all the travel has been canceled. I still haven't been able to get the COVID vaccine. My brother has had both of his shots, and he had no ill effects from it. So now it's just a matter of when I get mine and they get all this other mess cleared up. That money that Muscle Shell donated from my trip to see my brother is still intact. And when I get done with all of this madness, I am going to Florida to see my brother. I just don't know when, where, how. It's all, everything's all related to what's happening with my health. But when I go to my doctor next week, the one that I go to on the 25th, it's a doozy of a trip. I have to go, it's 86 miles one way to the ear, nose, and throat doctor. That's how far I am out in the boonies. That I gotta go 86 miles one way to an ear, nose, and throat specialist. So when I go up there, I'm going to see about finding some car washes that give quarters, and see if I can pick us up some strange brew from another part of Virginia. And I felt too bad the other day to do that, but if I feel like I feel right now, I'm gonna zone in on a couple of car washes and see if I can get us some quarters and try to get the channel back on track. I really appreciate everybody's all the kind words and little messages that people have been sending. Some folks have gone back. Oh, hi, Mississippi Mary. How are you, hon? You know, I've noticed that some people have been going back and watching some of my older videos. And if I could get online, I would tell you the status of my view hours. I have kind of stagnated on subscriptions, and I understand that, because, you know, who's going to subscribe when there's no new things going up? But so that means obviously I'm not going to reach the goal that I had set at the beginning of the year, which was to hit 1,000 by my birthday, which is March 3rd. So I don't think I'm going to get 300 and something people in the next 2 weeks. So I don't know. Well, I'm just going to say maybe by the 4th of July, Independence Day. Maybe we can make the channel independent and funding itself by the 4th. Jesse, you're awesome. Thank you. I'm having to read this on my little bitty phone because my internet went out about 5 minutes into this thing. And I'm not really going to stay much longer because I don't want to push my luck. I just wanted to let everybody know the different things that are going on. We are going to have a metal detecting giveaway for some of the goodies that were sent. Whistle pig. So we do have that, and I'm gonna just make a little video and tell you how to enter that one. And I am gonna ask, if you are not a metal detecting person, don't enter. Either don't enter or enter with the idea of giving the thing to somebody who is a metal detectorist. And the reason is I hardly ever get metal detecting prizes. And when I started doing all the coin things because I couldn't detect, I kind of neglected my detecting audience. And that was the founding point of my whole channel. So I kind of really want those prizes to go to them. I will find some more coin prizes. Maybe if I can get my luck to change, I can start winning some stuff to give away. But anyway, I think I covered everything. I covered the health thing. I covered how many packages I have left to mail thing. I covered man, what did I cover? I had to tell my one story about me at the post office, or so anyway. Oh, and of course I covered that I had to cancel my trip. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. I redid my shelf over here. I'm gonna turn the camera sideways. I don't know if it's gonna get, but I redid my shelf after I couldn't find anything. Yeah, oh yeah, you can comment on it. And when I do it, I'm going to put a keyword in. I'm going to make a little video and say, you have to use this keyword in the comment. And so if you don't use the keyword, then it just won't pick you up, and you can still comment. So anyway, I did this. There's my kappa. There's my park rat pack bandana. I gained a whole, like a foot or so. Here's all the books that I use on the regular show that I never can find, so I have them separated now. There's my plastic containers of pennies I'm still working on. Over here, this is Stickerville. That's got all my stickers in it. This one's got some other things in it because this is the stuff I got from Robert Ferguson, which really all he was supposed to be sending me was that LA Dodgers key. But I got to make a new sticker board. And I got a few to give away. And then down here, there's some money I rolled up to take to the bank. There's my coin books. My cat days and dog days cards. Those are going to come into play later. This is my assorted supplies. Down here, some of my personal collection. It's much more organized now. These are books that are empty, that are they're used books, but we're gonna give them away. Oh, and this belongs over here. Yeah, these were given to me by Ed Booth, And I've given some of them away already, but we're gonna, and then there's more empty ones in here that came from Handy Andy 73.6. Oh, here's my other token that I found at my niece's back on Thanksgiving. I still haven't got that video out either. I'm sorry I can't put it on the scope because my internet is down. But what this is that I found in her yard is, it's from the 1980s because I looked it up. This is somebody's 18-month sobriety token from Narcotics Anonymous. So that's the second token I have found in their yard, and I have only detected their yard twice. So it's kind of interesting. I find tokens over there. And then I've got little odds and ends. I got my coin rollers and all these penny boxes that are up here. They're all supplies. I wish they were pennies, but they're not. And I still have my garden going, but you might notice it's a little more colorful, and that's because I got a grow light. It was so dark in here that the plants were not thriving. So I have an adjustable grow light now. I'm trying to keep my stuff alive until I can figure out how to rearrange this room and put the plants in front of the window. But anyway, so that's all the things that have been happening. And I'm going to go. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm probably going to try to come back next week for, abbreviated shows. I don't know that I want to sit and do 2-3 hours. I'm starting to get tired now, and I've been doing this one for about 45 minutes. So, and I put my little shelf up, and just little shelves, and my cowbell, my little handmade silver box. So, I had helpers. So, actually, Mikey, no, they replaced that scale, and so I got that working good. That's something else I'm going to do. Is I used it one night on here and weighed some pennies, but I got some more pennies I got to go through. I got lots of pennies I still got to go through. They are sorted by years or decades. Yeah, this is like 67 through 69. I did 63 through 66, and I looked to see what I needed in my book, and then the rest of them are in that tube right there, and I'm trying to decide what to do with them because I don't need them, but I don't really want to cash them in either. Somebody might need them, so they may become a prize. It's hard to say. And then I have all these Lewis and Clark nickels and buffaloes. I got to figure out what I want to do with all of those. So we're doing good though. We got the scale up and running. Found the battery charger for my GoPros. So if I do ever get to go metal detecting again, I will have camera power. So it looks like the internet has no plans of coming back up, and so I'm gonna call this done. And thank you guys for showing up. I know oh, absolutely, Mikey, that would be wonderful. If you wanted to donate that scale as a giveaway prize, that'd be cool. I know somebody would love to win that. Oh, I also found my other 2 microscopes. Now, the thing with these, I bought one and I never could get it to focus. It just, so they sent me another one just like it. And I've been messing around with it, and I kind of got them where they focus. They're just touchy, and they're not super high quality, and I don't know if I should pass that mess on to somebody else or just throw it in a can. But uh, we'll talk about that later. I'll hook one of them up on a show and let y'all decide if anybody's interested in having it. I hope some people hit the thumbs up while they were in here. That would have been really cool. I can't really look, but if you haven't, it would be nice, because I'm watching my stats go down every day, and it breaks my heart, because I was working real hard at the beginning of this year trying to get the channel going on an upward trend, and then I got sick, and that's just it's just one of those things that happens. But anyway, I do appreciate each and every one of you stopping in and checking on me. Y'all know I've been sick because I'm a moderator on several channels. I'm a moderator on Handy Andy's channel, although I'm not sure anymore. I might not be. He's kind of mad at me. But I publicly apologized. I guess that, I don't know if that counts for anything or not. But I'm also a moderator on Ravenhawk and a couple other channels. And I haven't even been doing that because, like I said, my eyes would not let me follow what people were saying. I just couldn't. I couldn't get focused. But and some of them, the streams go so fast, and I had this blinding headache, and it just wasn't wasn't gonna let me do anything. So I figured, rather than get in there and show my derriere by saying something that wasn't at all what the person said, that I should just stay out of there. I have popped into a few people's channels just long enough to say, hey, and hit the like button. Today's the first day that I really sat in, well, yesterday, that I was able to sit in anybody's channel, and I lasted a little bit in Robert Ferguson's, and then today I was in Rick G's for quite a while. Oh, and then Park Rat Pat, gotta tell y'all, Park Rat Metal Detecting did his first live stream with StreamYard tonight. So that was pretty interesting. He'd never done one before. He has made comments about me doing them and how interesting they seem to do. And he does a Zoom show on Wednesday night, but he had never actually done a YouTube live stream until right before I came on. When he logged off, I came on. So kudos to Pat. I think he likes it. All of those guys will be heading off to Florida Hunt 7. Probably a good thing I didn't invest, since I ended up getting sick. So, all right, gang, I am going to go. Please let people know I will be back most likely Monday night. If I feel better over the weekend, I may just pop in and do something. I have taken all my medication for the night, and it will all be kicking in. Oh, there was one other thing that, on a sad note, my regular folks have heard me talk about my friend Mary Lou, and ask for prayers for her. She was fighting COVID, and unfortunately, she did not win the battle. So we lost Mary Lou, and she spent Valentine's Day with her husband Eddie, who we lost in 2011. So anyway, I know that's a sad note to end on, but I didn't want to forget Mary Lou. So anyway, I will try to be a little more present and let everybody know I am not dead and I do not have COVID. Yeah, that's the other thing. I've seen a couple places where people said that I had COVID. I do not have COVID. I have tested 3 times for COVID. The last one being 2 weeks ago. I do not have COVID. This is a not related to COVID illness. Uh, I have a lot of autoimmune disorder things, and so when are we going dirt fishing? Well, Mr. Newton, I'm gonna tell you, I've been real sick, and I did go dirt fishing. Uh, Trying to think, about two, maybe 2 weeks ago, I was down at Felt trying out my new um, coils for my machine, and I looked for you, but I didn't see you. I met the other guy that works down there. I can't remember what he said his name was right now. I'm terrible about that. But I met him. He also has a white. He wasn't detecting. He just came up and we were talking about my simplex, and I let him try the simplex because he said that he had kind of quit. Yeah, there you go, Tommy. I don't know how I could forget that name because that was my buddy's name was Tommy. But yeah, he said that he was thinking about he said his wife is just too heavy for it anymore. Uh, I, I let him play with the simplex for a little bit. He seemed to like it. So, but then I got real sick and I haven't been anywhere. I detected at my niece's yard for about a half an hour about a week ago. But after I get feeling a little better and this weather gets a little more tolerable, heck yeah, we're going to go. For those of you who don't know, Anthony Newton, also known as Fig, he is the first metal detectorist that I met in my town here. So, and he has a reputation for having cleaned up all the valuables out of the local city park. Everybody just says, hey, he already got it all. But yeah, we will definitely get out there when I get feeling a little bit better. Cynthia, hi, honey. So anyway, my internet is out, and I've been sitting here holding my phone like this for about 40 something minutes. So got permission for an old farm in rural retreat. Oh yeah, he was telling me about that place. Yeah, that would be awesome. Find out. Find out if I can get an invite on that. That would be awesome. Yeah, I need to find some place that hasn't been completely searched out. I was supposed to go to Virginia Beach next week, but because of my health problems, I had to cancel that. So, oh, you're inviting me. Okay, that works for me, dude. You dig a better plug than I do. You got to admit, though, that's a pretty nice little shovel I got. That little shovel, pretty easy to dig with. Oh, and I tried to remember that one that we tried to dig that we thought we were going to end up in China. Uh, it's still in China. I tried digging it again and I gave up on it. Whatever that is, I think it's a car. Yeah, I think it's a car from when they had the racetrack down there. But yeah, I taught a couple of kids how to detect when I was down there last time. They just were fascinated with it. This little girl said she had seen cartoons of it and she didn't know it was real, that metal detecting was real. So now she knows it's real, and her daddy probably hates me. I'll dig anywhere. Yeah, packed gravel and rocks. It was a good signal. Come on, Fig. It was a good signal, and you know it. Just like that one that I said, it's a dime and a penny in the same hole. And what was it? It was a dime and a penny in the same hole. Well, our snow is melted right now, but everything is sloppy, and I'm really too sick to be out yet. But I've got a couple of follow-up appointments next week that will tell the tale on what I'm going to be able to be doing. And then, of course, we got to get some weather that's halfway decent. I think it's like 25 outside right now. I swear, though, I went to throw my trash away today. And if the doctors had not specifically told me, I would have come back in, put my woolies on, and I'd have gone detecting because the sun was out and it was nice. It was cold, but I wasn't cold because there wasn't any wind. I'd have gone. But I'm being a good girl. I'm dying to get out and try all this new equipment out. Anthony hadn't even seen all my new toys yet. I got 2 new coils. I got a new bag. I got what else did I get? I got a bunch of stuff. My wonderful benevolent sponsor, Mr. Muscle Show, bought me so much new equipment, things that I would never ever get to own. Yeah, sorry, I just could not do the Florida hunt. If I could have gotten my shots, I would have, but I'm seeing too many people talking about going that are people that I see in different channels talking about they don't wear masks and they don't believe in it and blah blah blah. And I'm just not gonna, I'm already sick. The last thing I would need would be to go down there and get around one of those guys. And so, but I did I talked to Greg, the organizer, about the possibility of him getting that location later, or helping me get that location later in the year for a much smaller hunt with maybe 10 or 12 of us, where it's not an open hunt, it's just the gang, the Florida Georgia contingency. And he said he would check into it, so we'll try to do that. You're supposed to, Mikey, but that just Florida is one of the most lax places about masks. There are certain areas where they just ignore the law. Yep, stealth diggers. That's the common denominator between me and Anthony. He knows the stealth diggers, who I watch religiously. If you guys have never watched the stealth diggers, they are awesome. They are serious historians who a lot of the things they find end up in museums. The other affiliated channel to that is Not Thursday. So I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm gonna sign this off. Like I said, I'm anticipating being back on Monday at 5 o'clock for the Lodo show, and Wednesday, where's my doctor's appointment on Wednesday? If it's local, I can be on at 6. If it's not local, okay. Anyway, I'm going to try. I don't have a calendar. I should probably get one of those. Oh, Cynthia, I don't know if you saw, but a couple hours ago, Park Rat did his very first StreamYard live stream. I've blown myself out of here all now.